start with the big story of the week as the clock is counting down to showtime. This Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern, CNN's going to air a live special about elder abuse. The 90-minute broadcast will feature an 81-year-old man who does not know who or where he is a great deal of the time. His guests will include his wife, who is not a physician, but of course calls herself a doctor anyway, and whom the man in question has called his sister. And a battalion of aides, yes men, and armed guards will be there too. On the other side of the stage will stand President Trump, ready to debate Joe Biden against all odds. The time will test Biden's ability to stand and speak at length in spite of the friendliest questions from the enemies of Donald Trump, that, of course, the corporate media, represented by CNN, Chicken Noodle News, where they actually use the slogan, the most trusted name in news. Trusted by whom? I have no idea. The time will test more than the Constitution of Joe Biden because the test before us concerns the 25th Amendment of the United States Constitution. About this issue regarding presidential succession and disability, there is nothing really to debate. Either we acknowledge the obvious, that Biden should not be on stage, that his mere presence endangers the presidency, that he is unfit to serve because he is unable to serve, or we resign ourselves to the fact that we do not have a president and look the other way, hoping the nightmare will end while we bathe in denial, much the way he does over the issue of age. Deny. For example, listen to this.
Mr. President, for months when you were asked about your age, you would respond with the words, watch me. Many American people have been watching, and they have expressed concerns about your age.
That is your judgment. That is your judgment. That is not the judgment of the press.
They express concerns about your mental acuity. They say that you are too old. Mr. President, in December, you told me that you believe there are many other Democrats who could defeat Donald Trump. So why does it have to be you now? What is your answer to that question?
Because I'm the most qualified person in this country to be president of the United States and finish the job I started.
Most qualified person in the United States to finish the job he started. Well, let us also resolve that whatever happens Thursday, and let there be no doubt about what the media will say immediately after the debate, they will tell you, they will proclaim from the hilltops that Joe Biden won. But the following is true, that a man who ran for president by running away and hiding in his basement wants to remain in hiding, that seniority is no defense against an endless supply of senior moments, that Biden's candidacy would be impossible without a compliant corporate media, and that CNN is complicit in a fraud against you and me and all the American people. And yes, let us resolve that Biden will call Trump a felon and a fascist several times each. Anything more than this is too much for Biden to remember because CNN did actually put some rules in place. The only thing the old man can have is a pen, a pad of paper, and a bottle of water. No notes, no side meetings with his aides during the breaks. Anything in general is too much for Biden. We've seen that too many times. And remember, in recent weeks, as he wanders off confused to be brought back by the leaders of the G7 in Italy and another former president, Barack Obama, on stage in Hollywood, not deep fakes, not cheap fakes, the real deal. You know it, so do I. Anything Trump does to press this point, so long as he speaks better and more authoritatively than Biden, is a win. But he does have to demonstrate more tact and more restraint than he did during his first debate with Joe Biden back in 2020. But he should, because that will be a big win. And he already has the wind at his back as polling shows him consistently winning the critical battleground states and elsewhere. And now we've seen him draw even in Virginia and Minnesota, too. He has the momentum, so let Biden have his time at the mic. Let Biden ramble so the American people can see it. Let him lie about things like the economy that people know better is not better.